Right then, so we said setup wise for me is looking good. There's some good sort of positive signs there in terms of your posture, your grip and all these sort of things. I think grip pressure is always something we look at to know, but just all grip it tight, okay? But what you've got to be aware of now, this so-called mythical position at the top of the backswing that club's got to get to, we haven't got to try and achieve that if physically we can't get there in a correct way. Okay. If we get more flexibility, or we work on our range of motion, or go to the gym, all those things, then potentially you could do. But realistically, A, do we need to? No. B, are we going to do it? Probably not. So just go back as far as you physically. And again, for me, it's more having a better backswing rather than a longer backswing. A better backswing is going to give you more power and more control, and in some ways a better strike, which will send the ball further. You swing the club sort of John Daly-esque, it's not going to give you more power at the golf ball. Yes, you might have turned back and sort of created more sort of stored power back here, but by the time the club gets back to the golf ball, we've lost it all, okay? So be careful when we swing the golf club back, we don't sort of get to here. So there now, your right shoulder doesn't really move. You can sort of still see your right shoulder here. That now is mainly, there's a little bit of right shoulder move, but mainly with your arms from sort of here, complete the swing, you see. So all that's just left arm bending, a lot of wrist hinge there, okay? Face therefore is open, and your shoulders now are kind of, I can put a number on it, but sort of 70 degrees rather than what the 90 we're looking for, okay? This one here now as you swing back, okay? Right shoulder there now, same sort of now as you keep going back, right shoulder disappears. So now you're turning your back to target, and you're not really that much short of the horizontal anyway, and in a much better position. And even if you don't watch golf on TV, which I'm sure you do anyway, you could look at those two and think, okay, which one looks the best? That's got a lot more stability, the hand in a position where you've got to control that golf club, and then from there we can deliver that golf club now back to the golf ball with a good strike. Now again, we'll probably work on the left arm and the movement to impact at a later date, the next lesson basically, a later date, okay? But if truth be told, some of the swings you're making there, you're squaring the club face up pretty good. I mean, there was less going right of the blue markers on the range there, and a lot of them, a good proportion of the shots you get were actually going left of the target, which is definitely new territory for you. And it was left, and the thing is, it was left with a good strike. There's no point saying, I'm going left, I'm topping it 30 yards on the ground. That's left is irrelevant, okay? The strikes were good, and I say you're actually getting, I mean, longest shots at 148 carry, 160, 170 sort of distance. So you're jumping up a sort of almost a club there, just by creating a better backswing. So you're storing more power, getting a better contact, and things now working a bit more together. The jump away with the heels, we said, that's going to cause a sort of left pulling away. Once we get this backswing sort of embedded in, it's becoming comfortable, we'll then work on the next stage. But I say what we'll do probably next time will be with the assessment next one anyway, we can look at this as part of that and say, okay, how's your backswing looking, okay? And then we'll come in the bar after and have a little chit chat, as we said, next time, and say, okay, right, here's what we look at. You got your backswing looking good. One of your goals, as we said, break 100 consistently, okay? Get on the golf course and we can do that and sort of put plans together. And in some ways, so it's okay, right, well, we're going to have 2 a month. We're going to look at what sort of homework, I suppose, in some ways, or setting. And the drills I give to a lot of people are things like you can do in the living room, watch the golf on TV on a Sunday when the adverts come on. Okay, right, I've got 2 minutes, put the kettle on, let's work on that drill. Just do it literally 3 or 4 times in a night for 2 minutes. Okay. So it's like 8 minutes a night. It's an easy time you can do it, okay, rather than having to go to the range and spend hours a week bounding golf balls, okay. It seems a lot more feasible that way, and in some ways, little and often is going to be more beneficial. It's going to embed that rather than sort of just doing lots of shots in one go, getting tired, hitting balls quickly. One thing I would say, and again, if you can hit balls, great, take time between shots. In an ideal world, if you hit 30 golf balls, that should take you half an hour. Okay. It should be a ball a minute. Yeah. I see guys taking 90 balls in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
And walk off the range literally on 10 rounds of Tyson, and you're like, and I get why, because we've all got limited time, as we said at the start. We think, okay, right, I've got a half an hour window at lunch. If I get as many golf balls as I possibly can in this 20 minutes, I can get as much out of it. I'd rather get 20 balls and hit 20 really good shots and get embedded of that movement than go hit 90, hit 4 or 5 good ones in the middle, then get knackered, and the last half dozen just like knackered now, and walk off embedding a worse swing. Okay, does that make sense with that position there? So your backswing, again, for me, full backswing is 90 degrees there and 90 degrees there. Got it. Okay, in fact, a little further. Yeah, there you go, perfect. Okay, don't try to get this club to there. It's what can that sort of socket in there do? And if there's no range of motion that gets your arm across there easily, then you're not going to get that.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. I've just never thought about it.
Yeah, everyone looks at the goal like, it must be, God, this horror must be there. And I think, well, 90% of the golfers probably can't get there physically correctly anyway, because they just haven't got the range of motion or whatever. And if they try and then get there, it's the wrong position. So
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, smashing.
Good man.